This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday, June 11th. I'm James Spann. Showers have been fairly active today. They thin out tomorrow, but increase again on Friday more than likely. Let's go in there and take a look out the window with our Skycam shots around the network this afternoon. First off, coming from Chehaw State Park, Alabama's highest mountain, south of Anniston. Big towering cumulus clouds. Many of those have formed into showers today. Very similar sky coming from Gadsden, that is looking east. And look at that. The Alabama Gulf Coast looks pretty good. They've got bright sunshine this afternoon. They'll see a few scattered storms the next few days, but overall, weather not too bad. Through the weekend, we'll say about 5 to 7 hours of sun each day with a few scattered showers and storms. An upper trough passing through the region today. The air aloft is cold. It makes the air unstable, so despite the fact that the surface temperatures are relatively cool, we've still got quite a few showers on radar. That's the way things looked at 2:48. And really, I don't see much lightning. These just heavy showers passing through. Underneath the heavier showers, you got heavy rain, but it's not raining everywhere. And yes, indeed, it is cool for a June day. In fact, it's only 69 at Coleman. Goodness. We ought to be well up in the 80s this time of the year. Birmingham 75, Tuscaloosa 79. We go back in the 80s tomorrow, and by next week, we could see low 90s around here. Up on the watch warning map, things pretty quiet around here. Out west, some wildfire dangers where we have red flag warnings in effect and severe weather watches in effect for parts of the middle Atlantic coast region, including this tornado watch box from Pittsburgh down to Washington, D.C. until 9 o'clock Eastern time tonight. There's the weather risks, the severe weather risks, a slight risk northeast and northwest of here. No severe weather expected tonight. Tomorrow, west of the state, could be an active day. There's the standard slight risk of severe weather from near Meridian, Mississippi, over to Dallas-Fort Worth, back into the Texas Hill Country, and there is an enhancement, that 30% zone over a pretty good chunk of East Texas and North Louisiana. As another upper trough swings in from the west. We'll keep an eye on that to see if maybe we could wind up with some active storms in here, maybe tomorrow night or Friday. Look at the overall rain. For the next 5 days, this carries us through Monday evening of next week. Rain amounts of about 1 inch. We do trend drier, we think, next week. Tropical weather, quiet as a mouse across the vast Atlantic basin. So let's go in there and take a look at the GFS. The old global forecast system valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. This is at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet up. And you can see the trough axis is east of the state. And there should be some subsidence going on here, and that sinking air should offset a lot of the showers. So we're thinking tomorrow showers should be few in number, and a pretty good chunk of the state should be dry with highs in the mid-80s and a partly sunny sky. And then Friday, we're thinking with that next impulse, the chance of showers and storms will increase again. In fact, there's even some chance we might see a bump in the number of showers and storms in here perhaps late tomorrow night. This is the high-res NAM Friday morning at 10. Looks pretty active with showers and storms, and some of those could be strong. Of course, it depends on, if we get morning rain, then that tends to stabilize the air. There's no formal severe weather risk for Friday. But again, it looks like a day with scattered to numerous showers and storms and highs in the low 80s. And we should mention the NAM is considerably wetter than the GFS, and I think the NAM is onto it, and we'll lean with that wetter solution. Now, Saturday as the weekend begins, the GFS looks relatively dry as that trough axis moves east of the state. I still think we'll mention scattered showers and storms, mainly Saturday afternoon, a mixture of clouds and sunshine. In other words, pretty typical June weather with highs in the mid to upper 80s. And then Sunday, as ridging aloft begins to build, showers become even fewer in number. The statistical pop coming off the GFS is 22 on Sunday afternoon. And again, the high should be in the upper 80s. Now, one thing we've got going, it's this good deep soil moisture, so the models will typically be too warm when you look at the highs coming off the moss products. Here's Monday of next week, and you can see the upper high beginning to build in across the Mid-South. And down below that, next week looks, I'd say, mostly hot and showers very widely spaced. We're not saying there's no chance of rain. There's always the chance of a storm on a summer afternoon in our state, but they should be few and far between. There's Tuesday. High should be around 90, and there's Wednesday of next week. So highs around 90, partly to mostly sunny with only widely scattered showers Considerably drier next week. Got there 5 more days, June the 23rd. How about a hurricane east of Cape Canaveral in the Atlantic? And you've heard us talk about that. The GFS, almost every run puts down a tropical system in the medium range. That's days 7 through 15, and 99% of the time it never happens. So if you got a cruise planned out there, don't worry about that right now. Here's June 27th. This is the end of the forecast. 591 heat bubble over Texas and Louisiana. We're kind of on the periphery of that, and if that were to be the case, we'd probably have some pockets of showers and storms, and heat levels or temperatures should be about average. They're in late June. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can, catch us this evening on the television side of the live stream, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.